Hi, this is the help video for PowerPoint Chapter 2, Pause and Practice Number 3. On the left, I have the instructions from my SimNet Sim book. On the right, I have the file as it existed at the end of Chapter 2, or Pause and Practice 2. So we're going to create a new slide and insert a smart art, and the smart art is going to be, we're going to end up with it being an org chart. So let's go ahead and actually start putting this in. We're going to display slide number 1, and we want to insert a new slide. So home, new slide, and we want title and content. So our slide number 2 is now title and content layout. We're going to type in the title, your CGL team. Then in this middle part where the content is, we want to create a smart art graphic. And the smart art graphic is this little, it's the green arrow with a piece of paper on top of it. So we're going to click on that, and it's going to bring up the gallery of all of the different smart arts available. Inside the hierarchy, we want to pick the org chart layout. So that's this first one, and we're going to go ahead and do OK. It's going to put in a basic structure, and now what we're going to do is type in the names in this smart art what's on this table. So in the top shape, we're going to type Jared Sunderland, enter landscape designer. Down in the assistant shape, so that's the one that comes off and is not a direct, like a direct line down. So that's going to be Marie Foster, Master Gardener. And then we're going to fill in these rows at the bottom. So the first one, second, and third. I'm going to fill those in, and we'll be back when I'm done. Okay, so I have all of the information included within the smart art, and we're now going to work on design of this, changing the design a little bit, making it look a little more professional. So we want to come into the smart art design, and we want this create graphic group, and change the flow. So what this is going to do is, do you see how Marie Foster's over here, and it starts with Alan and ends with Jason? I'm going to change this by clicking on that. Now Marie is over on the right, and then these change locations. It's just flowing right to left instead of left to right. Okay, so now we want to change the style of it, if you will. So over here, Smart Art Styles, we're going to open that up, and we want to find in the 3D the one that says Inset, so it's the second one, and it changes, and it looks like a little bit of a, it's got like a little edge, almost like a little 3D look to it. And now we want to change the colors, so we're going to use the change colors here, and we're going to change it. We need to scroll down here and find the accent 6, and then we're going to go across and find the one that says gradient loop. So it's this one right there, accent 6. Click on it. It changes the style for that. All right, let's take a second and save that. All right, so now we want to go to slide number 4, and this is where we have the bulleted list that's on top of this leaf. So what we want to do is select this placeholder, right? So we want to have that placeholder selected, and then we're going to go up on the Home tab in the paragraph group. We want to find the little picture that looks like Smart Art, do the drop down, and we're going to convert it to a vertical bullet list. So that's the very first choice. We're going to click on that. So now we have a problem because the colors don't quite match, right? So, but it changed it from a bulleted list to this Smart Art list. All right, so then we're going to adjust it a little bit. So we want to select the Smart Art frame and not the individual. So do you see how when I have it clicked, I've got circles and selectors in the middle? Come back to that edge and click again, and you see you only have the handles around the outside. That means that I have the shape and not the contents of the shape size or selected. Then we're going to go to Smart Art format here, click on the size, and we want to make it, what do we want to make it? 3 inches tall and 5 inches wide. Okay, and then we want to change the color. So we're going to come back to Smart Art Design, and we want the gradient range accent 6. So change color, scroll down, find your accent 6, and there's the gradient. We want gradient range accent 6. Okay. Now we're going to click on the font color. So we can go back home. Here's our font color, and we're going to make it black. So now we want to rearrange this because obviously this is not going to work on this green leaf. So what we want to get to is this, where we're taking this on the leaf and this to the right. So we're going to rearrange by positioning the leaf and the source. So I'm going to select both of them by using my Shift key, and I'm just going to drag them over, knowing that that's not where they're going to end up. Then I want to take my Smart Art and my button, and I'm selecting them both just by using my Shift key, and I'm going to drag them over here, and then I'm going to take my button and move it down. Then I'm going to reselect this, right, and put that on the leaf. Okay, so we want both of those selected, and then we want, in the arrange, we want to align it right. So both edges are on the right-hand side. Okay, that's all done. All right, so let's go ahead and save it, and we're done with this video. We have one more pause and practice for this chapter. All right, thank you.